Good evening, kids. This is the next lecture or a continuation lecture of sexual reproduction in flowering plants. In the previous lecture, we had studied with regards to double fertilization, and we actually discovered that the two male gametes are being used up. Okay, one is used for formation of zygote, and another one is used for formation of primary endosperm nucleus, which in future is going to prepare a particular nutritive tissue called as endosperm. Okay, so our today's lecture or our today's video tutorial is basically going to deal with how endosperm is developed. Okay, right. So now the first and the foremost thing which you need to remember is that endosperm, which happens to be a triploid structure. Now, why triploid? Because if you remember, during double fertilization, there was something called as diploid secondary nucleus. Okay, so diploid secondary nucleus, when it fuses with haploid male gamete, it forms a triploid primary endosperm nucleus, and this primary endosperm nucleus is going to produce endosperm. So we will say that endosperm is basically a triploid structure. Okay, right. Next important point which we all need to remember is that it is a post-fertilization product. Okay, right. That means only after fertilization this endosperm is going to be formed. In the case of gymnosperms, I had already mentioned that it is haploid and it is a pre-fertilization product. Okay, so now let's quickly understand what we are going to learn in this particular chapter. Okay, now kids, let us consider that this is our ovule. Okay, just a recap. This is our ovule. This was our embryo sac. So now here there was something called as egg apparatus. So let us consider this as micropylar end and this as chalaza end. So C indicates chalaza and M indicates micropyle. Okay. So after fertilization, this was egg apparatus, this was secondary nucleus, and these were antipodals. Okay. So after fertilization, okay, we had something called as zygote. Okay, now you all know that zygote is diploid. Because of triple fusion, we got primary endosperm nucleus, which is triploid. Okay, and here these are antipodals. Now we have discovered that as the progress, or rather as the development occurs, these antipodals they will degenerate. Okay, so ये antipodals धीरे धीरे degenerate हो जाएगा. दूसरा वाला synergid जो use नहीं हुआ था वो भी degenerate हो जाएगा. Okay, so ultimately in the embryo sac we can see primary endosperm nucleus, which is a triploid, and the most important thing, zygote. Now listen. This zygote develops a protective wall around itself, and along with this protective wall, the new structure which is formed is called as oospore. Okay, so remember, oospore is nothing but it is zygote along with protective wall. This protective wall ensures that no more male gamete can fertilize it. Okay, so we call it as monospermy, right? And this is our primary endosperm nucleus, which is triploid. Of course, there is going to be cytoplasm, and we have also seen that there is vacuole which has been developed. Okay, right. So this is how our embryo sac is now observed. Now, we will be first learning about development of endosperm, and then we will be talking about development of embryo. Okay, because this oospore in future will form something called as embryo. तो हम लोग एम्ब्रियो डेवलपमेंट बाद में देखेंगे, ठीक है ना. तो अभी बात करते हैं प्राइमरी एंडोस्पर्म न्यूक्लियस की. अभी ये प्राइमरी एंडोस्पर्म न्यूक्लियस is going to produce the nutritive tissue called as endosperm. Now we have discovered that, I repeat, we have discovered that this endosperm can be of three different types. The first type of endosperm is called as nuclear endosperm. Now, when I use the word nuclear endosperm, this endosperm, as the name goes, consists of only nuclei. Okay. So we call it as nuclear endosperm. Okay. When we talk about cellular endosperm, here you can see a cell wall formed around the nucleus. Okay. And the last is called as halobial. Now halobial is said to be an intermediate. Okay. जहां पे आपको cellular भी दिखता है और आपको nuclear भी दिखता है. Okay. So it is said to be an intermediate. Anyway, now when we talk about nuclear endosperm, maximum families they show nuclear endosperm. As I have written, around 161 different families, right, show nuclear endosperm. For example, when we talk about coconut, coconut shows nuclear endosperm. Okay. When we talk about cellular, there are around 72 different families, and halobial is basically observed in, I hope you must have heard about something called as classification, right? So now there is something called as halobials, and halobials जो है वो monocot को belong करते हैं. Is it okay? Right. So class Monocotyledon में हमारे पास halobials हैं और वो halobial type का endosperm बताते हैं. अभी हमको ये तीनों को डिटेल में देखना है. I repeat, nuclear observed in 161 families, cellular observed in 72 different families, halobials observed in class monocot का a particular group called as halobials. Is it okay? Right. तो ये हमको तीनों को डिटेल में पढ़ना है. Okay, so we will start first with the nuclear type of endosperm. Now kids, we will be talking about, or rather we will be discussing about the development of nuclear endosperm. Okay, right. Now, so let us consider this is our embryo sac. This is the micropylar end where you can see the oospore. Okay. And this is the chalazal end where antipodals were there and they were degenerated. Okay. And in the center, there is primary endosperm nucleus, which is triploid. Now, one point I want you people to understand is that if you observe your textbook, okay, the diagram which they have given is exactly ulta. यानी ये लोगों ने ऐसे दिया है, यहाँ पे वो लोगों ने oospore बताया है और यहाँ पे वो लोगों ने बीच में तेरा प्राइमरी एंडोस्पर्म न्यूक्लियस बताया है. तो प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस इज द माइक्रोपाइलर एंड एंड दिस इज द चलाजल एंड. The diagram given in the book is basically for orthotropous ovule. Okay, but as we had definitely dealt in detail with anatropous ovule, we will be talking development of embryo as well as endosperm with regards to anatropous ovule. Okay, so for anatropous ovule, this is the micropylar end and this is the chalazal end. Okay, so my oospore is at the micropylar end. Don't get confused. Both the diagrams are very, very clear. This is micropylar as per your textbook, and this is micropylar as per our anatropous ovule, and this is orthotropous ovule. Okay, so don't worry about the things. अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now listen. We have seen that as the development occurs, we have observed that there are many vacuoles which are being formed. So the red color structures over here are nothing but vacuoles. Okay, so you can see vacuoles being developed during the formation of endosperm. Okay, now next what happens as the development occurs, we have seen that this oospore, right, gets converted into something called as embryo. So this is a developing embryo. Now, along with development of embryo, this primary endosperm nucleus, okay, it will divide and redivide. I repeat, primary endosperm nucleus will divide. There is no wall formation over there. Okay, तो अगर मैं इसको माइटोटिकली, एक्चुअली इसको माइटोसिस भी नहीं बोल सकते हैं क्योंकि इसमें वॉल फॉर्मेशन नहीं हुआ है, तो मेरा सेल नहीं है ये, तो इसको मैं प्री न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन बोलूंगा. आई रिपीट, दिस इज नथिंग बट प्री न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन. So you can see many nuclei in this particular endosperm, and in the center you can see a vacuole being developed. Okay, right. Now, as again the development occurs, हम लोगों ने ऐसे देखा है कि ये एम्ब्रियो जो है वो और थोड़ा डेवलप हो जाएगा अच्छा, अभी और एक बात, हमने ऐसे देखा है कि एंडोस्पर्म का जो रेट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन है वो थोड़ा सा ज्यादा होता है एज कंपेयर टू रेट ऑफ एम्ब्रियो डेवलपमेंट। ओके, हाँ, दोनों साथ साथ ही डेवलप होते हैं, ये 100% राइट है, बट द रेट एट विच the embryo developed is quite slow as compared to the rate of endosperm development. Okay, so these are the pre-nuclei, or you can call them as nuclei which are now being formed by pre-nuclear division. Okay, हमारी टेक्स्ट बुक बोलती है माइटोसिस से होता है, ठीक है, अगर एग्जाम में आया तो आपको माइटोसिस लिखना है, but please remember when I say mitosis it also involves karyokinesis and cytokinesis. There is no cytokinesis over here. Okay, so you can call it as pre-nuclear division. अभी जैसे ये और बढ़ता है, वैक्यूल जो है वो एकदम सेंटर में आ जाता है, and as a result of this vacuole the nuclei are now shifted towards the periphery. Okay, तो ये सारे न्यूक्लियाई पेरीफेरी में शिफ्ट हो जाएंगे, और जैसे मैंने बोला था एम्ब्रियो जो है वो धीरे धीरे एंडोस्पर्म से न्यूट्रिशन लेगा, राइट, और ये भी डेवलप हो जाएगा। तो लेट अस कंसीडर, यहाँ पे हमको एम्ब्रियो दिख रहा है, सो दिस इज नथिंग बट आवर एम्ब्रियो, right, and these are my nuclei. Getting it, kids? Right, so as the endosperm contains nuclei, we call this particular endosperm as nuclear endosperm. Now the best example which I can share with you for nuclear endosperm, as I told you, the best example for nuclear endosperm is coconut. Now, in the case of coconut, please understand this. In the case of coconut, the water which we actually drink, of course, of coconut only, right, is nothing but liquid endosperm. अगर आप उस liquid endosperm को लेंगे और उसको माइक्रोस्कोप के नीचे देखेंगे, तो you can see nuclei in it. Okay, now, अभी आप लोगों ने अगर नारियल पानी पिया है, राइट, तो उसके पेरीफेरी में आपको एक थिक लेयर दिखता है. That thick layer is also called as kernel, right? And one more important point, the peripheral nuclei now start developing wall around itself. Okay, तो ये जो व्हाइट कलर का स्ट्रक्चर हमको दिखता है वो भी एंडोस्पर्म ही है, खाली फर्क ये है कि उसने वॉल डेवलप करना चालू कर दिया. इज इट ओके? तो अगर आपको एग्जाम में आया कि कौन सा एंडोस्पर्म का शुरुआत न्यूक्लियस से होता है और सेल्यूलर में कंप्लीट होता है, तो आंसर आएगा न्यूक्लियर, क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में ये न्यूक्लियर ही था. ओके, जैसे मैच्योरिटी होने लगा वो जो पेरिफेरल वाले न्यूक्लियस है उन्होंने वॉल फॉर्मेशन करना चालू किया, राइट. तो जो आपको व्हाइट कलर का पार्ट मिलता है नारियल में, तो वो जो व्हाइट कलर का है दैट इज नथिंग बट सॉलिड एंडोस्पर्म, और जो सेंटर में होता है वो नथिंग बट योर लिक्विड एंडोस्पर्म. ओके, सो इन द केस ऑफ कोकोनट द सेंट्रल पार्ट you may have a small vacuole, right? Okay, then there is water which is nothing but liquid endosperm. तो चलो हम लोग इसको लेबल करते हैं. So this is nothing but vacuole, this is nothing but nuclear endosperm or liquid endosperm. Is it okay? And this is nothing but your wall formation occurred in the endosperm, and this is solid endosperm. तो जो नारियल हम लोग खाने में यूज करते हैं, पीने में नहीं है, नारियल जो खाने में यूज करते हैं वो सॉलिड एंडोस्पर्म है. इज इट ओके? जो व्हाइट कलर का स्ट्रक्चर है जो आपको पेरीफेरी में दिखता है. आप लोग थोड़ा सा अगर सोचेंगे तो हम लोग जब भी घर के लिए जो सब्जी में नारियल यूज करते हैं, तो व्हेन यू ब्रेक इट ओपन, राइट, ओके, you can see that there is central part which is filled with liquid, and okay, when you move from the center towards periphery, you can see that white part getting more thick and thick and thick. Okay, right. तो अगर नीट में या कोई भी एंट्रेंस एग्जाम में आपको सवाल आया, ओके, कि न्यूक्लियर एंडोस्पर्म का वॉल फॉर्मेशन कैसे होता है? क्या वो सेंटर से पेरीफेरी की तरफ होता है कि पेरीफेरी से सेंटर की तरफ होता है? तो वॉल फॉर्मेशन हमेशा पेरीफेरी से सेंटर की तरफ होगा। इसका मतलब ये पहला लेयर होगा, राइट, फिर ये दूसरा लेयर होगा, फिर ये तीसरा लेयर होगा। आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस, राइट? सो कैन आई से आई एम मूविंग from the periphery towards center, and we call it as centrifugal. So the wall formation occurs in the sorry, my mistake, it is towards the center, therefore it is centripetal, my mistake. Okay, right, so the wall formation is from the periphery towards center, so it is centripetal, that is towards the center. Okay, so this is how the wall formation occurs in the case of nuclear endosperm. And as I told you, it is commonly found in coconut, it is commonly found in wheat, right? So all these are nothing but nuclear endosperm. So this was nuclear endosperm. Okay, now let's proceed with the next one, which is said to be cellular endosperm. I will just erase these two diagrams. I will keep my first diagram constant because that is the first formation which we have seen. Okay, right. So now the next endosperm we will be focusing on is nothing but your cellular endosperm. Now, again the same thing. You can see that this was my embryo sac, right? Now what happens is this primary endosperm nucleus. Now please understand this very well. Okay. So this is again the embryo sac. This is my developing embryo. Okay, or you can also use the word pro-embryo because abhi tak ye pura develop nahi hua hai. And this is primary endosperm nucleus. Now kids, understand this. This primary endosperm nucleus develops a wall around it. So now as it develops a wall around it, we will call now this as cell. Okay, it is now no more a nuclei, it is now called as cell. Okay, so now what happens? This cell divides mitotically. Okay, so now when I say mitotically division, can I say we will have an endosperm जिसमें हमको सेल ही सेल दिखाई देते हैं. So now this is one cell, this is another cell, this is another cell, this is another cell, this is another cell. So you can see that the entire endosperm is filled with cells only. Okay, तो ये हमारा पूरा सेल से भरा है. Of course, they are all equal size, but we don't have so much time, right? And in the center, you can see that this is nothing but embryo, and every other cell definitely will have a nucleus of its own. So as the endosperm contains cells, we call it as cellular endosperm. Okay, example is a particular plant called as balsam. Okay, जो रेलवे ट्रैक है उसके बाजू में बहुत सारे पिंक कलर के छोटे छोटे फ्लावर्स बनाने वाले प्लांट हमको दिखते हैं, राइट? या थोड़े से डार्क पिंक भी बोल सकते हैं, राइट? तो इनको हम लोग बोलते हैं बाल्सम. इट इज कॉल्ड एज बाल्सम इम्पेशंस क्योंकि वो बहुत ज्यादा रेनी सीजन में फटाफट ग्रो करता है. एनीवे, सो द एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस इज balsam. It is called as balsam impatiens, okay, because it is continuously growing. So the most important point over here is primary endosperm nucleus is accompanied by wall formation, okay, and this wall formation is now, the entire structure is now called as cell. This cell will divide mitotically and the entire endosperm will be filled with cell, and therefore we will use the word cellular endosperm. Okay, right? So this is the second type of endosperm which we are interested in. Okay, now let's talk with the next thing, which is called as halobial type of endosperm. Right, now let us talk about the next endosperm, that is halobial endosperm. I told you that इट इज ऑब्जर्व्ड इन क्लास मोनोकॉट एंड उस मोनोकॉट में एक आपने शायद सुना रहेगा ऑर्डर है जिसका नाम है हेलोबियल्स, राइट। तो हेलोबियल्स के जो मेंबर्स हैं उनमें ये एक नया टाइप का एंडोस्पर्म दिखता है जिसको बहुत सारे लोग इंटरमीडिएट एंडोस्पर्म भी बोलते हैं और उसका नाम है हेलोबियल एंडोस्पर्म। ओके, ना before entering into this, again I am requesting you to please remember that this is the micropylar end and this is the chalazal end. Okay, right. अब सुनिए अभी क्या होगा, this is my primary endosperm nucleus. This primary endosperm nucleus will form a wall. So now it is getting converted into a cell. Okay, right. Now what will happen? Listen, we have seen that this particular cell now divides unequally. Okay, अभी unequal division का मतलब है एक बड़ा सेल बना जो माइक्रोपाइल की तरफ है और एक छोटा सेल बना जो चलाजा की तरफ है. So remember, large micropylar cell and small chalazal cell. One minute, my pen का email था. So as you can see in the diagram, this is large micropylar cell and this is smaller chalazal cell. Okay, right. तो ये सेल का अनइक्वल डिवीजन हुआ. ध्यान से सुनना, क्या हुआ? अनइक्वल डिवीजन. ठीक है ना. अभी जैसे अनइक्वल डिवीजन होता है, राइट, ये छोटा वाला सेल जो है ये चलाजल एंड की तरफ शिफ्ट हो जाता है और बड़ा वाला सेल जो है वो माइक्रोपाइलर एंड की तरफ शिफ्ट हो जाता है. आप पूछेंगे कैसे? बिकॉज इन द सेंटर vacuole is being developed. So this is nothing but vacuole. Okay, right. तो vacuole ने इन दोनों सेल को सेपरेट आउट कर दिया. ऑफ कोर्स ये मेरा अभी एम्ब्रियो का डेवलपमेंट या मैं बोलूंगा प्रो एम्ब्रियो का डेवलपमेंट भी साथ में हो रहा है. इज इट ओके? राइट. अभी सुनो, अभी क्या होता है, this particular entire structure, that is now this entire thing, okay, will occupy maximum volume and this will also occupy maximum volume. So we have seen that this particular cell will now start dividing and redividing and it will form a larger group of cells like this. Okay, वेरी क्लियर. तो अभी ये ऐसे सेल बनाते गया बनाते गया बनाते गया. अभी एक छोटा सा और चीज हमने देखा है, सुनिए अभी ध्यान से. अगर मैं इसमें से एक सेल को ले लूं तो ये मेरा बड़ा वाला सेल हो गया, ठीक है, और ये मेरा छोटा वाला सेल हो गया. ये मैं बोलूंगा स्मॉलर चलाजल सेल एंड दिस इज माय लार्जर माइक्रोपाइलर सेल. ओके, उनके अंदर न्यूक्लियस अभी भी है. So let us consider that this is the nucleus and this is also the nucleus. Okay. अभी इसके बाजू में definitely the embryo sac membrane will always be there. Right. Now again let's proceed one step. Now again what we have seen that this particular cell जो काफी बड़ा वाला है, इसका न्यूक्लियाई सिर्फ डिवाइड करेगा, इसमें सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन अकम्पनी नहीं होगा. ध्यान से सुनना, इसमें हमने न्यूक्लियाई को डिवाइड किया पर सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन हमने नहीं किया. आई रिपीट, हमने सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन नहीं किया. राइट, इसमें भी वही होता है. ये छोटा वाला सेल है, उसके अंदर भी सिर्फ न्यूक्लियाई डिवाइड हो रहे हैं, हमने सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन नहीं किया. तो ये जो हमको एंडोस्पर्म मिला, आई रिपीट, ये जो हमको एंडोस्पर्म मिला, अभी ये पूछेंगे आपने बीच में क्या किया है, तो दिस इज नथिंग बट अ वैक्यूल. So this is vacuole, this is also vacuole, and this is my embryo sac, and at the bottom I can definitely draw my embryo. Okay, so this kind of एंडोस्पर्म जिसमें आपको सेल्यूलर भी दिखता है और न्यूक्लियर भी दिखता है, हमने इसको नाम दिया है हेलोबियल टाइप ऑफ एंडोस्पर्म. ओके, एक बार क्विकली वापस देखते हैं. ये मेरा प्राइमरी एंडोस्पर्म न्यूक्लियस था, उसने वॉल बाजू में डेवलप किया, अनइक्वल डिवीजन किया, दो सेल्स बने, एक बड़ा वाला ओके जो माइक्रोपाइल की तरफ है और एक छोटा वाला जो चलाजा की तरफ है. ठीक है ना. ये सेल सेपरेट आउट हो गए विद हेल्प ऑफ वैक्यूल, राइट. या तो वो आगे जाके सेल बना सकते हैं, या तो नॉर्मली हम लोगों ने डिस्कवर किया है कि ये सेल वॉल्यूम में बढ़ता है, राइट. ओके, और इसके नीचे ऑफ कोर्स एम्ब्रियो भी है व्हिच इज टेकिंग द न्यूक्लिएशन, प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट. ओके, तो ये वॉल्यूम में बढ़ गया, एंड दिस इज माय लार्ज माइक्रोपाइलर सेल एंड दिस इज माय स्मॉलर चलाजल सेल. ओके, उनके पास न्यूक्लियाई है सिर्फ, ये न्यूक्लियाई वापस डिवीजन करेगा, और जब भी वो डिवीजन करेगा उसमें कोई वॉल फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा. ओके, आई रिपीट, उसमें कोई वॉल फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा. जैसे वो और बढ़ेगा तो आपको दिख रहा है कि इसमें सिर्फ न्यूक्लियाई बने हैं. द ब्लैक पार्ट इज नथिंग बट न्यूक्लियाई. आई विल लेबल इट. ओके, सो दीज आर नथिंग बट न्यूक्लियाई and these are nothing but nuclei. So you can see that here the शुरुआत was cellular और बाद में वो nuclear है. तो मैं बोलूंगा कि ये तो दोनों बताता है, सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन भी बताता है जो सेल्यूलर का पार्ट है, और न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन भी बताता है जो न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन या न्यूक्लियर एंडोस्पर्म का पार्ट है. Therefore, it is said to be intermediate type of endosperm, okay, by many botanists. And as I told you, this is observed in a particular group of plants, which is called as halobiales. Is it okay? An example of this is Asphodelus. Which is belonging to our family, order Halobiales. Is it okay? Very clear. So these are the different types of endosperms which we have studied. Okay. In my next video tutorial, we will be talking about development of embryo, which is very, 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 very important. Okay, kids, right? So today what we studied was nothing but development of endosperm. Three types: nuclear, cellular, and halobial. Okay, nuclear is observed in 161 families. This is observed in 72 families of dicot, that is your cellular, and halobials जो monocot को belong करते हैं. ठीक है बच्चा, राइट. ये इंटरमीडिएट है, इसके लिए हमने इसको नाम दिया है halobial type of endosperm या intermediate type of endosperm. Okay, now something extra, listen, there is one more type of endosperm which has been described in government textbook. Okay, it is called as mosaic type of endosperm. Now when I say mosaic, okay, तो mosaic का मतलब है different, I can say patterns, right. तो अभी ये लोगों ने ऐसे बोला है कि जो मेज होता है, मेज, भुट्टा, कॉर्न, अगर आपने मेज का ग्रेन देखा रहेगा तो उसमें आपको दो शेड्स दिखते हैं, एक डार्क वाला और एक लाइट वाला. ओके, तो ये लोगों ने इस डार्क और लाइट के शेड को नाम दिया है मोज़ैक टाइप ऑफ एंडोस्पर्म. ओके, एज देयर आर टू डिफरेंट कलरेशंस, they have called it as mosaic type of endosperm, but as I told you, it is only given in your government textbook of Maharashtra and not of NCERT. Okay, so if you want to remember it, you can remember, otherwise you can give it a miss, right, because coloration के अनुसार वो लोगों ने उसको mosaic pattern बोला है, तो इसको नाम दिया है mosaic type of endosperm. Okay kids, right, so this was with regards to development of endosperm. ठीक है, चल, बाय, टेक केयर.